Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kensthetic and I'm here with you guys today with a new video. So as you guys can see, I'm home. I'm dressed pretty chill. I'm inside the house, quarantine. Y'all know we inside. So this is my stay the heck home hairstyle. You'll learn all about it in tomorrow's video. But yeah, quarantine, I don't know how it's treating y'all. Comment down below and let me know. But I feel like it's treated me great. I feel like I've been prepared for this my whole life. My mother, you know, raised me inside the house, like going outside, who park where, sleepover. Have you lost your mind? So this is right up my alley. So I'm inside, I'm being productive, I'm doing what I need to do, and that's that on that. One thing that I've been doing, which I don't usually do if you know me, is I've been watching a whole lot of shows. I've been binge watching series, I've been watching movies. So I'll probably do a little bit more like reviews on my YouTube channel, as well as like recommendations of things that you guys can watch while you guys are in the house in self-quarantine. So that's what we'll be doing today. I'll be doing a review on Self-Made Netflix, which is a new series that launched on Netflix this past weekend, highlighting the life of the Madam CJ Walker. So that's what we'll be doing in today's video. Before we get started, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Road to 5K. Hit that red subscribe button down below. Don't be shy. Come. We keep it real. We talk about all types of stuff on this channel. So make sure you guys subscribe. If you guys enjoyed this video, then go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up and drop a comment down below after you watch this entire video with your thoughts, with your comments, with your opinions on the Self-Made series. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So I have all of my notes written down on this paper here. So if y'all see me looking over here, then y'all know what I'm doing. But oops, let's put the phones on silent, girls. But on March 20th, 2020, the Self-Made series was launched on Netflix, and the series basically highlights the life of the Madam CJ Walker. This was very, very huge because this was the first time that we got a visual depiction of the life of Madam CJ Walker. We have books, we have interviews, but this was the first visual representation, visual storytelling of the life of Madam CJ Walker. So this was a huge deal for the girls. They had the girls talking. So the reason I was looking forward to this series so much is because Madam CJ Walker I've been a fan of her since I was in elementary school. Whenever I had to do a Black History Month report, I would just, you know, pull up my Madam CJ Walker files and just do my little do. But Madam CJ Walker was my girl. I feel like she inspired me to be like more confident with my hair as well. So, you know, she's one of my idols. And she was also the first woman self-made millionaire in America. So that is a very, very big thing, okay? So throughout the series, I learned a lot of new things about her life, about her story. So I really enjoyed that aspect of it. And in case you guys do not know, LeBron James was one of the executive producers of this series on Netflix. So that was also very interesting that LeBron James stood behind telling the story of such an important African-American woman in history. So I was here for that. Right? So let's go ahead and get into my thoughts and opinions now. So the first thing I want to speak about is the characters. So first of all, I loved Octavia Spencer playing the role of Sarah Breedlove. So Sarah Breedlove, aka Madam CJ Walker, Octavia Spencer is the actor who played that role, and I feel like she did a phenomenal job. So I wanted to say that. The second thing is Tiffany Haddish played the role of Sarah's daughter, Alayla, I believe that's how you pronounce her name. And although I love Tiffany Haddish, I feel like whatever role she goes in, she is herself. Like, she stays true to her personality. She stays true to herself, which I absolutely respect. But honestly, I feel like this wasn't the best role for her. I feel like she made the role of Alayla more modern, and she was kind of out of place when you compared her to like the actual storyline of the series, as well as the other actors and actresses that were in this series. So I feel like Tiffany, you know, she added a little kiki haha here and there. But overall, I didn't think that this role was for her. For Carmen, the woman who played Addie Monroe, I feel like her acting wasn't too natural to me. It just gave me very scripty. It just seemed like she was reading a script off of a piece of paper or a teleprompter, but it just wasn't natural at all. So I didn't really enjoy her acting in the series. And also, while we're on characters, when it comes to settings, I feel like the song selection, the audio selection for the series was kind of out of place as well, because this is a film that takes place in the early 1900s and we're hearing songs that came out like 2 months ago. So I didn't know how I really felt about that. Between that and Tiffany's acting, I felt like some scenes I was like in current day, and then we would go back to like back in the day. So that's just how I felt when it came to the characters, when it came to the settings of the film. The next thing I wanted to go into was my overall thoughts on the series. So I feel like overall the series was enjoyable. It was easy to watch. In case you guys do not know, I'm not a huge Netflix girl. I'm not a huge like, you know, watch this show as soon as it comes out type of girl. So the fact that this film was enjoyable to me and it was easy to watch to me, I would highly recommend it for everyone else to watch. I feel like it was a great learning experience and a great film. If you need inspiration, if you need motivation, it definitely gave me that. The next thing I wanted to go into is the fact that the series could have started earlier in Madam CJ's life. So the film started when she started losing her hair, when she was stressed out, and it went into the story of, you know, how she became motivated to become like a saleswoman and to be more interested in like natural hair for African American women. But I feel like so many things happened in her life before that, and I knew that because I would look into her all the time when I did my Black History Month reports on her. But for someone who has never heard about Madam CJ Walker before, someone who does not know her story, I feel like this series didn't start far back enough to educate them on it, because she was married 3 times. I believe her first marriage was when she was 14, and then she got married again, maybe I think when she was like 20, and then CJ was her 3rd husband. So I feel like that was very important, just seeing like the male roles in her life, as well as the fact that she was born in a time of slavery. We didn't really see much of that, and I feel like that's what the flashbacks in the film related to. So that was kind of confusing, and I can see that being more confusing for someone who didn't know much about her history before, you know, we got into the point that the series covered. And also I feel like this was the first ever visual depiction of Madam CJ's life, so I would have expected for it to cover like a range of her lifetime and not just us seeing her go from like rags to riches type of thing. So that could have been the vibe they were going for, but for me personally, I would have preferred to see it from earlier on. I would have preferred to see her life from earlier on. Also, I wanted to comment on the wigs. Okay, so the wigs, it was a no for me. It was giving me very much so like Tyler Perry film production, especially for a film that is based on hair. Like the main, when you think of Madam CJ Walker, you think of hair. Like if anything, the wigs should have been on point. And I understand, like, you know, they were wigs, they weren't the woman's natural hair. I absolutely understand that. I absolutely respect that. But the wigs were a no for me. The wigs should have been laid and slayed for the gods. Okay, I just feel like the wigs were really throwing me off, especially since this film was about a woman who is the goat of hair and natural hair. So that's just how I felt. And the last thing I had as far as my overall thoughts on the film is that I was very disappointed and I was very confused and I was very, very let down by the impact and the I guess lack of involvement of the Madam CJ Walker beauty brand. So in case you guys do not know, Madam CJ's great-great-granddaughter founded Madam CJ Walker Beauty, which is sold in Sephora stores. It is a beauty brand that carries products for natural hair in Sephora. And just a couple of thoughts on that. I felt like this was a great opportunity for the brand to get their name out there and to let people know they exist and to let people know, like, you know, what the brand stands for and all of that. Like at the end of the film, I don't know if you guys peep, but there was a like brief mention of like the brand. I don't even think they mentioned like the actual name of the brand, like MCJ Walker, MCJ Beauty brand. So I just felt like there should have been some type of collaboration there, or maybe like a scene at the end to highlight more of that. But the fact that this whole film came out, it's the #1 series on Netflix right now, and this could have been a great opportunity for them to promote the brand. I felt like they didn't really do much there. And then also I was like, okay, maybe there was something between the producers and the brand and reasoning as to why they couldn't involve them more in the film. So I went on the MCJW Beauty Instagram page, and they promoted the film a little bit, but I feel like they could have done more. For instance, there's Netflix watch parties now. So they could have hosted a Netflix watch party. They could have posted like more trivia questions on their Instagram stories or on their Instagram page. They could have done like giveaways to get people like, you know, more interested in the brand. And that way people can also try the products even if they were giving away samples. So I just feel like there were so many things that they could have done with the premiere of this film that they did not do. So I was kind of disappointed with that. Also, after watching Madam CJ Walker's story, I feel like one thing that I really learned that I didn't know before is that she was huge on making her products affordable and accessible. That is something we saw in the scene where she set up her shop. She was walking around giving out her products. When she was in Indiana, I believe like when she first got there and she stood like in that market and spoke to the people to promote her brand. I feel like that was her being a brand ambassador for her own brand and making it known how important it is to her for women to have, for African American women to have products that are, one, affordable and two, accessible. So the fact that I don't really see that from the MCJW Beauty brand, I feel like I would have expected, one, for the price point of these products to be a little lower because it's more on like the high end. It's sold in Sephora, so y'all know the deal. Also, off of the point where she wanted her products to be more accessible, I would have expected these products to be like in a Walgreens, in a CVS, in stores that are more like common in African American community. So that's just something that I thought when it came to learning about how she felt about her products and her services, etc. So those are my thoughts and opinions on the Self-Made Netflix series. Overall, I enjoyed it. I just feel like there could have been tweaks and adjustments in the production to make it more interesting, to make it more relatable. This was the first visual depiction that we're receiving of Madam CJ Walker's life, and I just feel like if you're gonna do that, then you gotta do it, okay, honey? So that's just how I feel. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Before you guys head out, make sure you comment down below with your thoughts, comments, opinions. If you guys watch this series, how do you guys feel? If you guys haven't watched it yet, do you guys plan on watching it? Drop comments down below and let me know if you agree with anything I said. If you disagree with anything I said, comment down below and let me know. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. We're on the road to 5K and I want you to join. As you guys can see, we keep it real over here, okay? So if you like the realness, then pull up and join the Kensthetic family. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up so that I know. And until my next video, which will be tomorrow, where you guys will learn all about my stay the heck home hairstyle. I hope to see you in tomorrow's video, and yeah, later.